Today I'm reading a story about Leontyne Price. Leontyne Price was a singer. She was the first African American to have leading roles in the Metropolitan Opera. Leontyne Price, A Voice of a Century, by Carole, Weatherford, illustrated by Carole. In 1927, Laurel, Mississippi, the line between black and white was as wide as the Mississippi River was long. All a black girl from the Cotton Belt could expect was a heap of hard work as a maid, mill worker, or sharecropper. Her song was surely the blues. Yes, the Mississippi Delta cradled misery from day one. Mary Violet Leontyne Price heard a different refrain. Her mama Katie singing hymns. Her daddy James playing tuba for the church band. The flock reading praise songs with hallelujahs. Leontyne had plenty to be thankful for. A mama and a daddy who made sure Leontyne had 2 pairs of shoes and knew she was as good as anyone, black or white. Their song of encouragement rose above the color line. Wasn't long before Leontyne was finding her voice, singing along to her daddy James records and listening to the Metropolitan Opera's Saturday afternoon radio broadcasts. She soaked up the sopranos, if not the foreign words, art songs and arias shaping a brown girl's dreams. Soon Leontyne was plink-plinking a toy piano until she caught the performing bug for good. Her parents sold their phonograph to pay for real piano and for lessons. At her first recital, her feet didn't even reach the pedals, but the songs came through her fingertips. Then little Leontyne saw Marian Anderson, the opera singer from Philadelphia, who was already studying in Europe when Leontyne breathed the first solo. Marian glided on stage in a whoosh of satin. Her song like a torch sparkled a light in Leontyne. That Easter Sunday in 1939, when Marian sung at the Lincoln Memorial after being barred from a whites-only concert hall, Leontyne was in the church choir praising God with her gift. A song of promise welled up in Leontyne as it had in young Marian. With her suitcase, she rode a bus to college in Ohio, aiming to be a teacher. The concert stage out of reach for a black singer then. Until the college president heard her solo and convinced her to study voice instead, Leontyne changed course. Led by song, she cracked the door that Marian had opened years earlier. And before long, Leontyne went to Juilliard. There she found her teacher, Florence Page Kimball, and her calling. But the door to Grand Opera would have to wait. First, Leontyne started on Broadway in Porgy and Bess. On a world tour, her song rose to the rafters. When the curtain did rise on Leontyne's opera career, she took bows as Wild West saloon owner Minnie, as Coco Sand and Madame Butterfly, and as Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile. She became the first black singer to star at La Scala, Italy's famed opera palace. Her song scaled the 6-tiered balconies and brushed the gilded ceilings. Yet, certain doors her golden songs could not open. In America, some hotels, restaurants, and stages were still whites only. But television brought Leontyne into living rooms. Viewers saw that skin color didn't matter, voice did, and her song was as regal as it was rich and rare. Leontyne was never more majestic than as Ida, playing the part she was born to sing. As the Ethiopian princess with her skin as her costume, she expressed her whole self. Standing on Marian's shoulders, Leontyne gave the crowd goosebumps. The song of her soul soared on the breath of her ancestors. When Leontyne performed at the Metropolitan Opera House in 1955, she blew open the door that Marian left ajar. 6 years later, Leontyne landed the first lead role with the Met in Le Trovatore as a noble lady in a tragic love story. She got a 42-minute standing ovation. The song, a roaring applause, shook the walls. Roses at her feet and tears in her eyes, Leontyne bowed. She glimpsed the spotlight, casting a shadow. She knew that shadow was not just hers, but her parents, teachers, and Marian's. Back in rural Mississippi, songs of pride filled many a heart. The folks there were bowing too. Yes, the world-famous Miss Price could be all mink and pearls when she wanted to, rolling her R's like an Italian contessa, wearing Venice hats and silk dresses for Rome. But off stage, she was just Leontyne, twisting all night long. Her song sure wasn't the blues. A quote from Leontyne Price: "Who I am is the best I can be."